Hi, you guys. It's Marianne, and I wanted to introduce week 7 to you. So we are going to start a new essay this week. It will be due, I think it's due October 29th. So we have about 2.5 weeks to work on this. So as always, please check out my announcements. And then, we don't need to go to home, but well, here we go. So always click content. And then we're going to hit week 7, which is right here. All right, so the first thing we need to do is post a recording of your This I Believe essay. A lot of you may record on your phone and then upload to YouTube. That's an option. You can also use Zoom or Google Meet to record yourself. And if anybody needs any help with any of these, I'd be happy to. There's another program called Screen-O-Matic, which is easy as well. You don't have to pay for that either. But please make a comment to 1 or 2 of your peers about what they did well. So anyways, that's 20 points. This is Mike Bunn's How to Read Like a Writer. So what you're going to do is read this text, and then you're going to do this worksheet. And what this text is all about is how you analyze what choices writers make and why they make those choices. I think I have a video out for that too, so I can post that as well, because that way kind of have a heads up as to what's going on. So this is our brainstorming, and it's going to look a little different than from the This I Believe. So you're going to begin by watching this video about search versus research. There is a difference. It's only 2 minutes long. And then this one is me. So this one is from a library. And then this one is a homemade one about how to research, because we're moving into reading texts and pulling information out of there to supplement what we have to say about our topic. So it has a PowerPoint, and then you just have to click the link, and then it will take you to YouTube. So, and then this is the rubric. So check it out. Here we are with the rubric, and there is a lot here, but please take the time to read it because it gives you a ton of ideas. So it is going to be 1,100 to 1,200 words. It's about the environment. So think back to Rachel Carson's Fable for Tomorrow. And think about how beautiful she painted the environment, and then how destructive human actions made it. So think back to that beautiful essay and think about your home life. Think about your property out there in Portland. Think about, just how things might have changed in just the time period that you've been around. Think about our environment. Anyways, here's a few essays that might be of interest to you. Maybe you could talk about your environment or your attitude toward the environment or nature. How about the benefit of spending time in nature? I've been getting a lot of these based on the amount of phone addiction that people have. Maybe talk about a threat to our environment. And then maybe some solutions to environmental problems. Big thing right now are electric cars, and they do affect the environment. They actually do. Maybe you could check into how lethal are their effects on the environment. So these a lot of these are videos. Some of them are actual articles, and I've just collected them throughout the years, because it's fun to watch some videos. So this is Rags to Robes. This is where one city has taken in just all kinds of recycled clothing, and what they do is make robes out of it. The whole city is involved in this process. This girl's from Australia. Her family owns a mango farm, and she was sad to see all the mangoes just be thrown in a pile that weren't perfect because they weren't grocery store good enough. And so she made a prom dress out of mangoes, dried mangoes. That was kind of cool. Plastic problem, Coca-Cola solving its plastic problem. Here's something that's going on in the Thames River in Britain, and they're pulling trash out of the river, but is that really helping the environment? That's my question. Is that helping the environment? It's a very interesting news article, but think about how that's affecting the environment. So, and this one's about Legos and how they help Singapore's coral reefs. That one is a really cool article too. So, but make it personal, please. Don't just, we're going to talk about global warming because it's not going to fly. I'm just going to ask you to please do not do that topic. It is way too broad. This paper is only 4 pages and we're not tackling global warming in 4 pages. It's just not going to work. So make it personal. You know, if you're thinking about construction trades, think about how recycled building products, think about how building products can be recycled. This is operating room waste. One of my former students wrote about how things from the operating room could be recycled. You know, anything. I used to dirt bike ride when I was younger, and I think about how we tore up the property. We tore up the trails and they got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm wondering what kind of destruction that actually caused. You know, yeah, it's not as aesthetic anymore in the forests in Rove City, but is it really that detrimental? And actually it is. Actually it is. So anyways, we're going to do a lot of brainstorming, working thesis, annotated bibliography. We're going to do a first draft, peer writing. I'd love for you to go to the writing center. You're going to have to go there for at least one of our essays. So, you know, they help you anywhere from the brainstorming process all the way to the end. So if you're not sure what to write, go to the writing center. So, all right, so let's go back here. The brainstorming is going to be pretty intense and we have 4 days to do that. Then you'll do your working thesis. And then over here is the brainstorming sheet. It's brainstorming for environmental essay. I put some ideas out here already. Use of plastic, toxins. Actually, this is supposed to be bags, like use of plastic bags. Are there toxins in there? Plastic doesn't recycle. I'm thinking about that. And then like when I was growing up, McDonald's hamburgers were in styrofoam. And so even back then we knew that styrofoam couldn't be recycled. So, you know, people threw trash out the window just like they do now. And now with the paper containers, they'll just disintegrate. But we were told back then that the styrofoam wouldn't disintegrate. So I'm thinking, where did it all go? Like, we don't see those styrofoam containers anymore. So where did they all go? So that's my big question. If I were to write the paper, where did they all go? You know? So, and then help each other with their topics, because everybody can see this, everybody can write on it. And so help your peers come up with more ideas or additional ideas or interesting ideas that they might add. Maybe you have somebody they could interview. Maybe you recently saw something on social media that you could share with them. Maybe you read an article that you could share with them about their topic. You know, anything at all that you think might help them flesh out their topic. I think I've talked a lot, but anyways, this is what we're doing this week. And I just put all the assignments out there, even though they're not necessarily due this week. But the main things are record your This I Believe, do this worksheet, read the text and do this worksheet, do some preliminary brainstorming, come up with a potential working thesis, and then the annotated bibliography. We're going to do 3 sources this time. So rather than well, I'm trying to think if we didn't need any for this, I believe. So we are doing 3 sources here. So anyways, I hope this is helpful and I'm sorry to keep going on.